At the end of the previous video, we finished crossing Honduras and entered El Salvador to head to Adela's house. Adela, she's that kind of person you quickly grow fond of.
She has a restaurant with private beach access and rooms she rents out to tourists.
She welcomed us wonderfully, and we quickly laid the groundwork for what would be our first volunteering experience of the entire trip. The deal was as follows. Zin put all his artistic talent into action.
She would be in charge of creating some signs or labels, as they call them in El Salvador, to give the place a bit of color.
And I would be in charge of creating the Facebook page with posts and photos of the food and services, and recording a promotional video. Adela, for her part, would allow us to enjoy the facilities of the place, including the pool and one meal a day prepared by her experienced cooking hands.
Why? What makes it different and special for her?
Because I'm special. Including a vegetarian version for Cynthia. We agreed to volunteer for a week at Adela's pupusas and more. But, as we will show you later, the deal was not respected. But in principle, we all agreed. And so began our first volunteering experience in what, as many Salvadorans told us later, was considered the best beach in El Salvador.
Look at the boys, look at the boys.
Do you want spicy cabbage?
Well, if it is put with...
Bean soup.
Coconut, a delight.
A lack of respect, a delicacy.
This is the main dish at Adela's. Let's try it.
Right now we're going to make a mixed pupusa. The pupusa contains beans, quesillo, and pork rinds. We call this combination a mixed pupusa.
Look at what we're having for breakfast today.
It's shaking.
What's shaking?
The earth?
Last night, do yes, but wait.
We tried all kinds of typical Salvadoran.
What are you doing, my love?
Well, this is a typical Salvadoran meal that I just taught Morita how to make. Ah, yes, isn't it? Morita? Yes, so the taka.
She's helping make the roof.
I'm making chirmol in tomatada style. We could open a restaurant after our Alaska trip, serving flavors from various places.
Look how it cuts the tomato. We're learning to make the best pupusas in all of El Salvador based on what we've been told.
Because there is pupusas. Look, the little jobs of the fat girl. How did you feel doing all this?
I wouldn't have imagined it, but good, right?
The opportunity came up and we did it.
Spectacular?
Look at that rainbow.
A tremendous sunset. But storm. Snow.
Very impressive.
Our camera is getting soaked. Blondie, should we get a GoPro?
Be careful, Dad. Coconuts don't fall on our heads.
Go on, Blondie, go on.
The challenge is preventing coconuts and branches from falling.
The approaching storm is extremely intense, my god.
Another one has started.
Since we can't do anything else, what are we going to do, Blondie?
Eat.
But the situation is that some Dutch friends came over who are staying here, also at Adela's place, and they have their car that broke down. A little hose.
From the power steering, that's why ours is mechanical.
They took us to the mechanic, who has kept us there for several days.
That he doesn't want to give it to them? That he wants to charge them a lot?
The four of us are going to San Miguel to confront the mechanic and try to resolve the issue of finding the spare part.
Today, right? Yes or no, right? Yes, my love.
Good plan, just that. Well, a technical problem made it so we couldn't go with the boys because our radiator got punctured in several places.
The spare part is being brought by bus. If we can fix it now, we'll meet them with the mechanic tomorrow.
Where are we going, right?
To a mechanic, but not for us this time. Yee-hoo. Here we are with some guys from Holland whose steering box broke, I don't know, late 6 of the steering, something about the look.
The mechanic wants to charge a high price, but my finances are tight right now.
One of them barely speaks Spanish and she speaks it more or less. Well, it's difficult.
I speak Spanish very well, but not English.
Cynthia, yes, English.
More or less. Let's see what we can do.
It's here.
What's your opinion on this situation?
That it's always better to speak kindly and save the punches for the end.
Everything ended up nicely. The gentleman gave them a discount.
After talking to people, it turned out the mechanic was super cool. He and his assistant mechanics were laughing hysterically with us.
Great people, very nice. Everything ended well. He charged a fair price, and then
Was the previous just a misunderstanding? We don't know what might have happened.
and we are going back in the fun. Do you like the Che, Ivan?
It's very spacious and good.
Really? Do you like it?
Would you trade the station wagon for this one?
No, the station wagon is not for trade.
Okay, good. Now we're going to play a prank on Adela, who is a genius. A little prank, we're going to tell her we couldn't solve it. Let's see. Adela, for God's sake.
Hello, guys. These...
Lousy mechanics.
Right? What happened to them?
Not all bad. The guy didn't want to know anything. He wasn't really hot. He was really angry. And he didn't want to fix it and he didn't want to assemble it. To bring it...
I had to come walking from over there with the rain and everything.
And what's the problem with that guy now?
Look at this.
Luckily, they brought us in.
In the van.
You scared me!
It was a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
No.
No, yes, he told me, no.
It doesn't work.
He fixed everything. It works fine without making any noise.
Shall we make a toast?
Cheers? Yes.
I sing to myself, that's fine.
Let everyone know that I disagree. I don't like it. I don't like you. That's too high.
After a long time, we get the window lifter of the station wagon working again.
It was hard and a bit costly, but how long has it been broken? Since Ecuador?
Yes, what happens is that we took it to get fixed and we couldn't find the right spare part. We had to bring it from Argentina now.
This was part of our first volunteering experience on the trip, and it was amazing.
We fully immersed ourselves in a fascinating part of Salvadoran culture, including its cuisine. But also, by living with Adela and Morita, we were able to share talks and moments of a beautiful cultural exchange. At the beginning of the video, I told you that we made a deal to volunteer for a week at LA's restaurant, and I also told you that it was not respected. I'll tell you why, but first let's send a special greeting to the lucky person who gets drawn. Now, out of all those who commented on the previous video with the words El Salvador, let's see. A huge greeting to Franklin Burgos. Thank you for commenting and for joining us on this journey. We wish you a spectacular year, Franklin. And if you want us to greet you, leave us a comment with the words El Salvador on this video, and we'll probably be sending you a greeting in the next one. Now, the deal was not respected, because we ended up staying a few more days.
Is it that you convince Andy with food?
What's going on here? Me?
Want to convince me to stay one more week?
But how long have we been? In the next video from El Salvador. We will also send a very special greeting to all those who guessed the exact number of days we stayed at home. Adela, yes to everyone. Let's see how many people guess. If you want a hint? Well, on a certain social network, we have posted a certain photo that can guide you a little bit.
Thank you for joining us on this journey and being part of this beautiful, growing community. It's worth it.
See you next week. Bye.